Designation: Delta-1. Codename: The Keepers. Garrison: Headquarters. Redacted. Role: Asset Protection. Asset Retrieval. Motto: Radix Malorum est Cupiditas. The root of evil is desire. Established 1895 to 1896. Description: Delta-1 is a combined asset retrieval and protection task force of anomalies that are considered potentially exploitable or otherwise sought after by entities of interest. Initially established as the Acquisition Task Force, retrieving items suspected to be anomalous in nature from the Imperial Japanese Army. In order to prevent potential document leaks and espionage to foreign interest, information pertaining to protected assets are expunged from the general database. Clearance on the true nature of assets retrieved and protected by Delta-1 is provided only to authorized individuals. During transport of an anomalous asset to an Authority installation, Delta-1 operatives are disguised as on-site security to protect the identity of operatives and to prevent the discovery of the anomaly by unauthorized personnel. Site staff, regardless of clearance, are not to be informed of the asset's nature, up to and including the site director. While Delta-1 remains an Authority asset, their assistance and protection services can and has been requested by other agencies, namely the United Nations Anomalous Activities Committee (UNAAC) for international protection of anomalies deemed a threat to world security. History: created between 1895 to 1896, Delta-1 was predominantly focused on anomaly retrieval from the Japanese in the Southeast Asia sphere during Japan's early expansionism. The Imperial Army's occupation of the Korean Peninsula resulted in violence and looting that escalated at such an unprecedented rate that it inevitably involved anomalous assets employed in several incidents, namely massacres of civilians. Due to increasing tensions within the Southeast Asia region by the span of the late 1930s, retrieval operations were initiated at the order of the highest echelons of the Authority to prevent any further anomaly retrieval by the Imperial Army that could be used in a potential conflict. A joint initiative with local Authority assets thwarted several utilization of stolen anomalies, but was halted following the withdrawal of Authority presence after the Japanese invasion in 1941. Retrieval operations resumed with the assistance of the Allied forces, following a counter-invasion to liberate most of the region. However, following the liberation and defeat of Japan, there was a strong disagreement with General Douglas MacArthur in regards to retrieving stolen items and objects deemed anomalous from the Japanese. Due to stoking tensions with the Soviet Union and the advent of the Cold War, General MacArthur feared that embittering the Japanese people towards us and making Japanese vulnerable to ideological pressures and a fertile ground for subversive action. As a result of this inconvenience, operations of anomaly retrieval continued without any Allied support in the region. In 1947, the Directorate designated Delta-1 to contain and protect certain anomalies deemed dangerous or exploitable for use. This designation came following a concern of item misuse or potential exploitation of the anomalous by certain corporations or national governments. Between 1952 to 1978, Delta-1 were involved in a joint operation with the Authority's Central Intelligence (ACI) and Mobile Specialized Team Tango 12 to retrieve several anomalous assets, resulting in several corporations being closed and government programs shut down. Task Force Composition: Task Force Commanding Officers. Task Force Commander: Lieutenant Colonel Kowalski. Task Force Coordinator: Captain Yisrael. Intelligence Liaison: Supervisory Agent Desmond. Primary Personnel: Field Operations Wing. Stationary Protection Unit. Responsible for ad hoc and protection of anomalous assets on site. Mobile Protection Unit. Responsible for the protection and transport of anomalous assets that are required to be transported on a daily basis due to security concerns. Special Protection Unit. Responsible for the protection of anomalies assets deemed high risk and are categorized between Purple Rating and Black Rating. Support Operations Wing. Intelligence and Survey Unit. Responsible for the unit's intelligence gathering and embedding assets within national museums and archives. Coordinates with Tango 12. CBRN Unit. A specialized division that is responsible for performing containment for hazardous assets within hazardous environments. Coordinates with Echo 8 and Foxtrot 4. Total Personnel. Armaments. Pistol Sig Sauer P320. Manufacturer Sig Sauer Incorporated. Sig Sauer GmbH. Cartridge Berries. Rifle Heckler & Koch H&K 416. Manufacturer Heckler & Koch. Cartridge 5.56 by 45mm NATO. Submachine gun UMP-40. Manufacturer Heckler & Koch. Cartridge .40 S&W. Designated Marksman Rifle Stoner Rifle 25. Manufacturer Knights Armament Company. Cartridge 7.62 by 51mm NATO. Protected Assets RPC 342. RPC 361. RPC 560. RPC 806. RPC 896.